Hey family, this is Aunt Beth. Welcome to my lamppost. I just wanted to run something by you. Do you ever feel like you can't get any traction because you're just stuck in grief? Yeah, me too. But I've been studying Ezekiel and Jeremiah and Isaiah because of this end time series that we've been doing. And I have a thought for you I want to run by you. Ezekiel seems really trapped in grief to me, at least the first part. He's in Babylon, and he's very grieved over their captivity and the judgment of the Lord. And then in chapter 9 through 11, the Lord grabs him by the hair, takes him to Jerusalem, and shows him the corruption in the system. And basically, he's dealing, and from that point on, and basically, I'm sorry, I'm so excited about this. In chapter 11, basically, God says to him, you guys are the remnant. Ezekiel's thinking the people left in Jerusalem around the temple are the remnant, and he's feeling very disenfranchised with no hope. And the Lord basically is showing him the corruption and saying, I have scattered you out of the way, and I will be a sanctuary to you wherever you are, but I got to deal with this corruption. So why am I getting so excited about this? Because I think of the parallels in our own day where you may be feeling disenfranchised and scattered, and your heart is just grieving over the sin and corruption, but you've come out of the system. Remember, God said to the people in Revelation, come out, come out. But anyway, but in chapter 9, he says, the people that are grieved by the corruption, I'll put a mark on their forehead and they will be preserved. Because I believe the Old Testament is a type and shadow of how the Lord is going to deal with us in these end times. If you're feeling disenfranchised and grieved over the corruption, it's like vacuuming a house. You pull the furniture out of the way to deal with the issues. The furniture may feel out of place and wondering what they did wrong. They didn't do anything wrong. God is pulling them out of the way to deal with the corruption. God is maybe, if you're feeling very scattered and you didn't do it to yourself, you didn't isolate yourself, pick up your marbles and have a hissy fit and go home, but you're withdrawing from the corruption and it grieves your heart. I want you to be encouraged like Ezekiel. It's interesting, after chapter 11, Ezekiel is much less feeling like he's done something wrong and much more assertive in prayer for that God would deal with these situations and that Israel would come through it. And the whole tone kind of changes as a result of this breaking point between like chapter 9 and chapter 11, where Ezekiel doesn't feel like he's being punished. And the subtext here is, if you feel that you're being punished, well, it's good to examine your heart. But maybe you're the remnant. Something to think about. So check me on this. Go through Ezekiel and see God's promises for preservation and protection for those people who have a tender heart and are grieved by the corruption and are not participating. They've withdrawn from the religious system. Just a few thoughts. I hope you have a fabulous day. All God's best.